Tap the screen. Oh, shit. Damn. Did not mean for my head to get that sweaty. I did not know sweat like that. Man, that's crazy. Man's gonna have them damn sweat marks in it. It's my Cowboys hat. What's up, y'all? Just out here getting things ready for this weekend. You know? Just out here getting things ready. So I had to do those 2 leaf piles right there because to get those leaves out of here, I can't have all those leaves around. So what I did was I moved all the wood out of the leaves and piled up the leaves. So I stacked the wood, restacked the wood out of the leaves, and then piled up the leaves. That was the easiest route to go about that, you know. And like I said, we got the rest of this. I think I'm gonna put my tent right here. Put the yurk right here. Yurk. Put the yurk right there, maybe. Put the yurk right there. We already got one tent up. We got another tent. I think it's gonna go over here. I think it's gonna go over here in this space. Another tent. And then we got one fire pit set up right there. So that'll be one place for a fire, right? And we got another place for a fire set up right here. This would be another place for a fire. I'm thinking maybe we should put one, no, I think these 2 spots right there for a fire, right there for a fire. Like I said, we already got one tent up already. So we'll put the other tent up. The pits can be moved. That table's probably gonna be moved. And then, like I said, we got this. I guess a tent can go right here. If somebody's got a small tent, a tent can go right here, for sure. A tent right there, or a tent in that. I mean, a tent right here, putting the yurk right here, putting that right here, and then also putting one right there. We should be good to go with that. We should be good to go with the yurk right here. We're gonna move this table, probably further out, closer, after we move that tarp out the way, after we move that red tarp, move the table further that way. Have the entry yurk right here. So that way that'll be right there in that spot. Right there. The yurk. And then we'll have that yurk. And then we'll have that tent right there. And then I think we're gonna put another tent right here. I think we're gonna put another tent right here somewhere. And then, like I said, we got that area right there that overlooks the pond. And on the other side is another gazebo that overlooks the pond. So yeah, it should be a great weekend. It's gonna be a great weekend. It's gonna be a great weekend. We got the grill pit set up and you know, the tables. We might reposition the tables in some spots. You know, we got the barrels out here. What's up with you? What's up with you? Nothing, just showing everything. Like I said, we got the RV spots. So if you got an RV, you want to rent an RV spots, check it out on the website. You could go check it out. We got a couple of RV spots over there. As you can see, got a couple of RVs. And then right here, I think we're going to put a fire pit down in here. Well, I'm going to clean this out just to be sure. I'm going to clean this out. I think the cornhole stuff go right there. But I'm going to clean this area out right here because this could be a nice little fire pit, you know, sit around fire, however you want to look at it. So I'm going to clean that out, probably use the bricks to make a fire pit right there in the center of that. And then, like I said, I just restack this wood to get it out the way. So that way I can get to all of those leaves right there. Yeah, that looked like a good spot to once I clean it out and stack the wood up, create a little fire pit with the bricks and stuff. And then, you know, you could sit there and roast marshmallows, you know, a little fire. But we do have that fire pit right there that we're going to use, and that fire pit right there that we're going to use. And one of the tents is already set up. So we got a couple more tents that we got to set up. I got to go pick up the yurt and set that up. I'm going to set that up right here. And then he's got a tent in his truck. I think he might be in Charlotte. He's got a tent in his truck that we're going to set up right there. So when he get back later on tonight, we got to burn these 3 piles of leaves right here that I just piled up. Get them out the way, burn them. And like I said, y'all don't have to worry about bathrooms. We got porta johns out here, you know, and we got, you know, we got the RVs out here. So we got bathrooms, you know, we got 2 porta johns over there. We got a porta john right there. So if you do bring your family out here, you ain't got to worry about that. You know, we got an ample amount of space back there, you know, the 4-wheelers. What's going on with you? I'm still cleaning that spot off right there. I just like the peace and quiet. I gotta walk in the back and show y'all the beginning of the garden. The well's not gonna get put back there until later in the summer. But we do have bees. Got bees back there. And we got some crops or, you know, growing some stuff. And then we got the rabbit hutch. So rabbit, bees, goats. I think we're gonna bring some goats out. We gotta get this fence. Once we get this 5-foot goat fence, we'll be able to close off an area. And once we get this 5-foot goat fence, we'll be able to close off an area. And put the goats in there. Nah, I mean, this is just about you know, spacing your time out. I'm up early, so, you know, I get the TikTok out the way early. Come out here, do some stuff. Try to do a little YouTube streaming. And then get the, you know, later on, get another TikTok out the way. And then maybe like a late night YouTube or something like that. This weekend, I'm going to be on YouTube. I think I'm going to set the phone up out here and be live on one of the YouTube pages and just be live so y'all can see the festivities. Yeah, it's nice and quiet, you know. It's nice and quiet. Wake up peaceful every morning, you know what I mean? And like I said, once the events start, once the weather break and people start coming out for the weekends and coming out for the events and stuff like that, you know, it's gonna turn out nice. Once I get set up and I get the crystals and the bracelets and stuff set up, start setting up little gifts, like a little gift shop, I guess, for Cobb's Landing and Atlas. You know, I think I'm gonna put some stuff out here that's, that got Cobb's Landing on there, maybe some Cobb's Landing shirts and stuff like that, and then put some Atlas stuff out here, mix the two together. It's gonna turn out nice. Yeah, Jaguar Wright should have got on board. She could be out here, bringing people out here, signing the autographs and stuff. You know what I mean? She we could have set up a whole event around Jaguar Wright. You know what I'm saying? Jazz Festival weekend or some shit starring Jaguar Wright. They would have came out to see her, because they would have been like, oh, Jaguar Wright out there. Oh, that's she's somebody in the black community. They would have came out and seen to did her. You said stop. You said stop. All right, all right, all right, all right. I get it. I get it. Okay. We out here though. It's nice. I gotta drive like an hour and a half away. Hopefully, I could put together, some movement money. I gotta drive like an hour and a half, an hour away to pick up the York, and then an hour back. And then I'll probably try to stop and get like a fish sandwich on the way back or something like that to grab something to eat. Look how sweaty my hat done got. This is a good hat. Look at the sweat line. Damn, I didn't know I was sweating like that. The damn sweat line. That's gonna fuck my hat up. It's gonna change it a different color around that sweat line. Shit, I might have ruined the hat. No black cloth. Shit, I might have ruined that hat right there. Damn, that's my Cowboys hat. I gotta get another one. Damn, I might have ruined that hat. I don't know how that's gonna dry. That's gonna look bad when it dries. Fuck. Fuck. Nah, that was a jokey joke. I think people do change though. But you're right, some people will never change. Some people are too stuck in their ways. That's why we gotta work on the youth. Change the nation. We can't change these people that's already stuck on how they want things to be. We gotta change the nation, you know? I gotta get over here and clean out this thing too. Or put it together. Put that thing together over there for the kids. We gotta put that thing together. Put that thing together. Look how quiet it is out here. You know? How quiet it is out here. It's just nice and quiet. Okay, okay, okay. Okay. If not, I gotta go put on one of the black hats to mess up. Look though, one of the tents is up. Look at that space in there. It's got a storage in the back right there, right? Look, the space is big. Look how big the space is in there, right? That could fit a couple bodies, you know? And then look, it's got a storage in the back so you can get back here and store the stuff back there, right? Inside tent. It's got the gnat. Then we got to clean this off because it's got dirty, from dried up dirt on there from wiping it off yesterday. We got to clean that off, but that's basically the cover for it, right there. And then I got another little tent right here that I got to put together. Another little tent right there. Got our little fire enhancers. A little bit of liquid to, help the flames. Yeah, everything's coming along nicely. My message system failing. But listen how quiet it is, how nice it is. I guess the gun range up the street, they firing up. It's nice and quiet. I gotta find another spot for that hammock right there. Find another spot for that hammock. And then I got another hammock to put up. I got 2 more hammocks to put up, I think. And I gotta find a spot for that hammock. You can't go wrong. With a little bit of peace, can't go wrong. Is that dirt on my face? No, it's not. No, that is dirt on my face. I gotta go wash me face. Gotta go wash my face. Gotta go wash my face. Yeah. So y'all see, we'll be posting more events and stuff. We got a 420 event coming up. We got more stuff coming up. Y'all just stay tuned for it. Just stay tuned for it. They thought they could stop us, and they did. And turns out, I try to tell people. I know. I gotta get. I gotta put this other one up, and I gotta relocate that one because those trees are not far enough apart. So I gotta relocate that one. Oh, look at the butterfly come to visit. Is it gonna come over to me? Is it gonna come over to me? Come on, butterfly. Come on. Yeah, a swinging hammer. A swinging hammock, right? I think I'm gonna have to put it on this tree over here. Either the yellow one, yeah. I think I'm gonna have to putting it right here, right? I think I'm gonna have to put it either on this tree. These two might be far enough apart, even though that one's a little bit thin. These two might be far enough apart, but these two might be far enough apart. These two right here could be far enough apart, right? Somewhere in here, I might put that tree, put that hammock. Maybe these two right here are far enough apart for the other one. This one and this one. And then I can go from, oh, look at come on back over here, butterfly. Nope, it's coming back over. Wait, no, come down here, butterfly. Aw, you're gonna fly up to the, yeah, I think the kids will fall out a couple of times. I think they're going to, do the whole, extra hammock shit and try to do the whole spinning around thing in it. And I think a couple of kids will make a couple of kabooms, I think that's all part of being a kid. That's why I'm trying to put it somewhere where it's a soft landing. No, ain't no dragonflies out here. Not yet, anyway. Trying to make sure the hammock is somewhere for a soft landing. You know, our parents used to say, hard head makes a soft ass. That's the little kitchen thing right there. You see it? That right there? That's like the kitchen. And like I said, we got the RV rental spaces. So people with RVs want to pull up. We got the spaces for that. You know what I'm saying? If you got an RV, you out there, you trying to come kick it, you trying to come hang out a couple of weeks, come on out. You know what I'm saying? We got the RV area, you know. It's a big area. Yeah, I know. We got to put some speakers out here. I'm thinking about getting some tree speakers, putting some speakers out here, you know. I could bring the Bluetooth out. RV area nice. See? RVs out here. Got the setup for an RV. You know, somebody can pull up on this side. Right? Somebody can pull up on this side. Somebody can pull up on that side. We got them lined up over there too. Lined up on that side. You know? You know? This is like the parking area. So this is the main entrance area right here. Look how much space that is. You know? RV. Put a couple of RVs out here. Maybe rent a couple of them out. Might find some people that's giving away RVs. Might be able to rent a couple of them out. You know, get some more RVs out here. I gotta, put that back together, see what's going on with that for the kids. You know, can't go wrong with this space. I ain't even show y'all the back area where the farm and stuff at. Gotta burn these 2 piles up. Get these 2 leaves, do these 2 leaf piles out of here later. Figure out what's going on with 2K. Look, you can't burn that pile right there. Get rid of that pile. Get rid of these 2 piles. Right? Once we get rid of these 2 piles, then we good. Look at that area. Got enough wood to burn. You know, we got enough wood to burn. We placed the wood around the area strategically, right? So you got a pile of wood right there placed. You got a pile of wood right there placed. You got a fire pit right there. You got a fire pit right there. You know? The wood is placed around nicely. It'll keep everybody nice and, warm. When they come out, have some fire pits going. Keep the area warm. Place it around the tent area. Place the fire pits around the tent area. You know, it should keep the area warm. So we'll have a warm area right there with a fire pit. A warm area right there with a fire pit. If need be, we get the chairs out. If need be, we get the chairs out, put the chairs around the fires, you know? Once we get the tent set up, get all the tents set up, the tents is for like when they ain't having fun, they get a little cold, get the tents. Get the tents out. Oh, appreciate the 44 yesterday. I'm trying to think. I gotta go to the gas station, get something to drink, drive over here, get this other tent, drive back, put the tent up, and then I'll show y'all how it looked after we put the other two tents up. After we put the other two tents up, then I'll show y'all how it looked after we put the other two tents up. Sandra Love, what's going on with you? Grand evening, grand afternoon. Good afternoon. Can't go wrong with the turnout though. I mean, it's quiet. You can hear the birds chirping, you know, a little bit of serenity. Once I bring the crystals out here, buddy, what's going on with you? Okay, you gotta enjoy that. You just found out the price of gas now. Nice out here. We got the whole setup. We got we got everything set up. You know, how everything's gonna be, you know. Oh yeah, I know. I was checking on something. Seeing get to something before they got to it, but they got to it first. Little Cash App debt. They taking my funds right now, but that was my fault though. I shouldn't have borrowed $50 from Cash App anyway. But no, look. So we got all of this set up. Then we got the fire pits out here. And once that gets set up, then everything good. We got one tent and we got 3 more on the way. Everything good. You know, we got to stay away from the jaggernauts, the jaggernators, whatever they call it. You know, they'll start hating on our progress, you know. But the PayPal is working. Well, both the PayPals is working and both the Cash Apps is working. So if y'all want to support, y'all know which way y'all could support. Appreciate the 20 that just came through. But yeah, y'all know the different ways that y'all can continue. I'm going to try to get this list together of items that we need. We did put the weekend list together. Not the weekend list, but the weekend. Let me see if I can show a better one. Dang, why is it not popping up? Why is it? Well, you can see it from the screenshot. You can see it from the screenshot or from the thumbnail. The thumbnail should have it on there better where you can see it. Sweat lodge at 9 a.m. Be kind of cold. We might have to push that to 12. Let's see what the temperature is like. And so, train. But yeah, look, we got that gazebo right there. We got the firing range. Gotta make sure we got that out here. In case somebody try us. There go the bees right there. Now, of course, we'll be making that look better in the time when the time comes, you know. But there go the bees, the honey. We got to jar some of that, I think, later on, waiting for labels to come in. That's one of the sleeping rooms. Maria, what's going on with you? Grand Rising, Namaste, Ashe, salutations, shalom, peace. Oh, I'm gonna get out those, dang, those water sticks. Where's those water sticks at? Where's those water sticks? But you can't go wrong, you know? Jokes on everybody that tried to paint us out. Jokes on everybody that tried to make us out to be the bad guys, you know? Come to find out, we not the bad guys. We're the good guys. And we stayed true to everything that we said we was going to do. That's the beauty of it. We stayed true to everything we said we were going to do. Even though they try to call ahead and try to throw dirt on us, not knowing that this was family that they were talking to, didn't even know that this was like, that's what make it even worse, because you literally showed and proved that you was trying to stop business. That's what makes it easy for this lawsuit, is because I have proof that you called ahead to try to stop a future, a business endeavor, right? So that right there, you know, gotcha, gotcha, you know. I say a lot. You tell me you ain't hack a brand. Yeah, Atlas family too strong for their ass. Atlas family too strong. And then what I'll do is I'll set up for every event, like every event we'll have, I'll set it up so that way we could be live during the whole event. Like during the whole time that you got something going on, we could be live during that event, you know what I mean? It makes sense, right? If we gonna do it, we might as well do it, you know, big. We're gonna put our foot in this. You know, once Atlas family put their foot in it, it's over with, you know, the half stepping. So once we put our foot in this, we all in now. You know, we all we got. We gotta see this through and watch this grow. You know what I mean? That's all it's about. It's unity. That's it. Anything else you can get over. Like, if I said something that you didn't like, you got to be able to get past that, push past that. All the time, people are not going to say the stuff that you like. We're going to agree with each other. But if we can find that common ground, if we can find that common space of unity and peace, then that's what we should sit on. That's what we should focus on. We shouldn't focus on the negative. We shouldn't focus on, oh, you said something that I didn't like. You said something that didn't sit right with my feelings and emotions. And for that, I hate you forever. Like, nah, that ain't how that shit works. That's not what the universe put us down here for. God as you know it, whatever title you want to give it, that's not what we down here for. So I think, you know, what's up with you? I spoke to you already. You trying to come back with that pretty smile. See? See, y'all manipulative dippers. Okay, okay. We got something else coming up in April, too. He kind of gave me the event information late, you know. He gave me the event information late, you know. He kind of gave it to me late. Nah, I ain't mad. I'm happy that you back. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, anybody who want to come back and actually want to practice unity and love, like I'm for it. You know, anybody that can push past their feelings and emotions and still want to unify, still looking for that unity, like I'm all for that. We should learn how to, you know, let go, forgive, and shit. You ain't do nothing detrimental in my life. You ain't, you know, you ain't kidnapped my dog or nothing. You know. Everybody's always welcome. Yeah, you ain't steal my bike 33 years ago. Now, Jaguar, on the other hand, I gotta go get those bikes, matter of fact, out of storage. I got those bikes in storage. I gotta go get them. Oh, you evolved and you forgive me? Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you forgiving me. I never had no hard feelings towards you, so I don't really have nothing to forgive you about. Sorry. I never really, you know, I think people operate how they operate. People move how they move. But like I said, at the time there was too many spies in the Discord, too many people playing mental games, and I just felt like a lot of people was involved with the whole mental mind dangle, whatever y'all want to call it. But there was some genuine people in there too. It's hard to see genuine people when you got so many you know, people trying to manipulate, do the whole trauma bond thing, paint me out to be a monster, you know, all of that stuff. Even though I did nothing but, you know, wish good fortunes on people. Did nothing but. And we, like I said, we're going to continue to move forward with positivity, all of that good stuff, you know. We got a lot of positive things happening for us. We got to move forward with that, despite the negative, you know. They tried to trap us in that negative energy. They tried to, you know, teach us how to hate, if you would say. They tried to manipulate us, but it didn't work. It didn't work. And now look at us. Look at us go. Look at us, Dave. Look at us. We're doing what needs to be done, right? Out here in the great, beautiful, you know, it's just so nice. Yeah, I know. I know. A lot to hate on. A lot to hate on. Y'all take it all in. Take it all in. Take it all in. Take it all in. You know, they got a lot to hate on, you know. We give them a lot to hate on, the Atlas family, you know. They hate on the music. They hate on the fact we got clothing stores out. What they need clothing stores out for. What he need a brand. What he need a clothing brand for. You know? Because it makes sense. Camping, homesteading. We got the four-wheelers, you know. We got the homestead. We got the farm in the back. We got the farm back there in the back. Walk back there. Can't go wrong. I don't see what the problem is. But people want to hate on positive people. You know, you see people out here being positive, you just want to hate on it. But I can't stop my positivity. Can't stop my positivity. Well, let's walk over to the thing and get something to drink and stuff like that. Let me show y'all. Stop over here real quick. Somebody need to, you know, bless the PayPal one time, you know? Somebody bless the PayPal one time. Bless the PayPal one time. But yeah, we had to do some piles. We had to pile some stuff up. I got to go out to the storage and get the cameras and stuff so I can set some cameras up. Hey, Big Mad, we living rent free. Look at this. Even this right here is a nice stone. This natural rock out here. It's a natural rock. And you know they big mad they couldn't stop nothing. They don't want to support it, you know. Laura Kelly, eat your heart out. Eat your heart out, Laura Kelly. We coming at your ass with information since you want to try to make it seem like people out here lying. Can't be a lie if I'm out here doing everything I said I was going to do. So, you know, when you see those cease and desist orders, you're going to know it's not a game and you can't just make up lies about anybody. The children is what matters. And that's where the importance come in. That's why we putting the homes together, trying to get kids to come out and you know, work with the youth and stuff like that. That's why I didn't want a bad, you know, rep on my name, is because I actually work with the youth in real life, you know, work and help with the youth autistic programs and stuff like that. Bancroft, Neural Health, plus New Jersey, different places like that where I work with the youth and the older people. So I really couldn't afford well, I mean, no, the tent, me and Rex and Drew set that up yesterday. That tent that's out there now, me, Rex, and Drew set that up. But we got to go. I'm waiting for Rex. He's going to bring the other tent. He's got it in the back of his truck. And then I got to go pick up the yurt. Once I go pick up the yurt, I'll set that up. Yo, talking to y'all, I done left my keys on the damn table over there. Yeah, see, that's what they was trying to stop. What's up with you? How you doing? That's what they was trying to stop. They knew. See, we had so much already going, and they didn't like it, you know? They didn't like that we were actually positive but pointing out their negative. They didn't like the fact that we were actually, you know, you enjoy your day as well. Appreciate you for stopping through. Love is love. Namaste, Ashe. And I look forward to future meetings, hangouts. And like I said, we here. So anybody want to set up a weekend and come on out, Set up a weekend, come on out. Let me know, you know, the weekend that you're setting up to come out, so that way I can make sure that, you know, everything is set up. It's coming together. Just like we said. Just like we said. All coming together. But surely. Once we get the music, once we get the people, you know, get everything, you know, percolating. Can't go wrong. Can't go wrong. Have people come out. Maybe get some guest appearances out here, you know. Get some guest appearances out here. Get some people to set up some stuff and come out here, you know. Yes, I still got the crystals. I'll show you them in a second. I'm going inside the RV now. I'll show you when I get inside the RV. Why wouldn't I? I stayed true to me. All these other people didn't stay true to their self. I stayed true to me. As you guys can see, I'm walking in my authentic self. Maybe they should try walking their authentic self. Everything that we've been doing, we still doing. Everything we said we're doing, we still doing. You know, taking a break to get away from their negativity because they want to paint false images and make up lies and all of that jazz. Hey, that's them, you know? That's them. But as long as we stay true to our authentic self, the universe sees that. The universe knows it. And that's why I kept on saying from the beginning, you know, we let people be people. You know, let them do them and we gonna continue to do us. I said that. My object was never to please people. I was doing it for what? The collective. Doing it for what? So it's organic, you know? You can't stop something that's organic. As y'all can see, you know? You know? So yeah, you see we still got the crystals. Still got all the crystals. You know? Still got all the crystals. Everything. Still got our sound bowls. You know? Still got the crystal bracelets. You know? Still got everything. Just slow motion. They slowed it down a little bit, but they didn't stop nothing. They might have slowed it down a little bit, but they didn't stop nothing. Wellness retreats are here. You know? First one's coming up on this spring retreat. You know, spring retreat coming up. So yeah, y'all see how it is. Y'all see, we stay true. We stay authentic. So, like I said, those who are still trying to defame character, still trying to paint this picture, that picture, hey, a reality check is coming to you. You might not like the reality check, but a reality check is coming. Let's just hope your ass can cash the check that's on its way. You know? That's all. Let's just hope your ass can cash the check that is on its way. Because a lot of y'all let y'all mouths write checks that y'all asses can't cash. But, hopefully Snoopy and her, you know. All right. What's up? Where Maggie at? Somebody tell Golden Golden tell Maggie to send me my $50. Damn. Damn. That's some good bud. And no, I didn't use nobody money to buy this. So y'all can get that out your head too. Oh, I'm smoking an Indian cigarette. It's an Indian cigarette. Yep. It comes with, my medicine bag. Stuff that comes with the medicine bag. When you're out in nature. When you're out in nature, there's certain fumes and stuff that you can use to, give yourself spiritual enhancements. That's all. I'm burning sage, you know. Meditating, doing crystal work. Eating. Once we get these RayQ, once I get locked in with some people who do RayQ regularly, then we're gonna have all of that out here. We're gonna have all of those type of sessions out here. Maria, cut it out. You jumped ship for a long time, Maria. You jumped ship for a long time. You forgot about me. You forgot about me. Hmm? I was an afterthought. You forgot all about me. I was an afterthought to y'all. Y'all was like, oh, Ralph the Wise is demised. He's gone. And then boop, I pop back to y'all surprise. You know? Who's gonna be the lucky contestant to send a PayPal today? Who's gonna be the lucky contestant to send a PayPal today? Uh, yeah, it's been a while. See, I can't say the same thing. I can't say it's been a while since I seen your smile because I think I periodically checked you up on Instagram or something, or you might have popped up on Instagram a couple of times or something, and I might have seen you on Instagram. So I can't say it's been a while. I think you still pop up on Instagram, whether fortunate or unfortunate. I don't know. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I ain't mad at you. Bum bum bum. Baby, turn around and let me see that sexy body go bum bum bum. A washed potato, squash banana. Yo, listen, y'all gotta make sure y'all come over to I gotta make sure y'all come over to the Ralph the Wise Youth TikTok. Why y'all not coming over to the Ralph the Wise TikTok? We be over there having nice panels. Nice panels over there. This boy keeps on putting in requests. How did it feel? You know, Snoopy and her husband gotta look real bad right about now, you know? Snoopy and her husband, they gotta be looking real bad right about now, you know? He asked, like, why? Like, what would make them look bad right now is the fact that they doing all of this ranting and raving, trying to act like they exposing people, and really they exposing themselves. You know, they doing all this rant raving, acting like they exposing people, when really they exposing themselves. Even they you know mix up in the black community, however you want to look at it, like they're you know being in black spaces but telling other people that they shouldn't be in black spaces. Like they telling black people that they shouldn't be in black spaces. Make that shit make sense, you know? What's up with you?
In her life and no one's telling her what to do. The right.
Yeah, that's what if that's their idea of date night. Yikes. If that's their idea of date night, yikes. That's what they doing for date night? That's scary. That's dangerous. That's the type of games they playing for date night. That's crazy. Date night consists of Discord hopping. Hmm. Discord hopping date night. Hmm. Discord jockeys. Discord DJs. It's okay. They want people to mention their names. I think that a lot more people might need a lot more help than they leading on, to be honest. That's my opinion. I think, you know, a lot of these people might have, you know, a problem, you know, in retrospect to a lot of stuff. I think a lot of people might be damaged. They could be damaged. They could be damaged. Yeah, the traumatized to monetized system is crazy. The traumatized to monetized system is crazy. I'm trying to see. Oh shit, that's the wrong phone. Flag. Alright, hold up, y'all. Rex back out there with the other tent, so we'll put that tent up. And then I gotta go pick up. Y'all like our guard dog? It's one of the guard dogs. Yeah. Yeah. Tear your ass up. That's a tear your ass up, dog. You know? Chill out. Chill out, McGruff. Not time to get rough. You know? Sometimes you gotta tell them that. Sometimes you gotta say, chill out, McGruff. It's not time to get rough, you know? What up with you? Yeah. I was about to drive out there and go get that other tent. I gotta go out. I gotta go out there and go get the York. I'm gonna put that up. I'm gonna run out there and get that. What up with you?
Man, same old. had to go to the city this morning, cut a few heads.
I know that's right.
Today, so I won't have to go tomorrow, you know?
Mm-hmm. See, I'm gonna put the other one up whatever spot you don't use. But
I have never used this one. I just bought this one for my guy, like I was saying.
okay.
But it's
You
like
see what I did though, right?
Huh? Yeah, you clean up all the fucking damn, you stacked up all the damn wood. You went to work yesterday.
We gotta burn these 2 piles right here.
No
Well,
problem. Yeah.
we just gotta burn those 3 piles right there to get rid of those leaves. Ain't nothing in there but leaves. All the woods is restacked right there and restacked right
You
there.
moved all that shit.
It was easier to just get the wood out of there and just, you know what I mean, as opposed to trying to rake around all of the woods. It was easier just to me restack the wood and
Mm-hmm. now we burn and go grab that.
Yeah.
Those bigger pieces right there.
Yeah.
What's up? Well, you think we can put this one together too?
We can if you want.
We ain't got to right now.
We can if you want. It's a little small one. We can if you want. I mean, like I said, it just got this pole. It could be sitting right there. Small one sitting right there. It just got the little triangular piece to it.
Got a little book in there or not?
Yeah. Pretty much unfolded.
Stand up or which way is it? Hold on, I ain't gotta find the bottom of it. Black is the bottom of it.
Pull out. Oh, you pull it out like that. Gotcha. That's how it goes. Okay, gotcha.
The entry's right here. Which way we turning it?
This way. Facing the pond.
All right. Let me see.
To the bottom, gotta pop out too. I think it's something right here to hold it. These only two to hold the top up.
stake go in the sides of it? Let me see the book real quick.
Right here.
Boom, boom. And then it got strings that you pull to tie to the side, so go inside. And those figures should go on the inside. Locate the two longer cord poles in the duffel bag. Assemble the poles by interlocking the two ends together. Go back inside the tent and locate the small pockets on the top and bottom of the seam alongside the door.
You just did that though.
What?
The inside,
Yeah.
you just pretty much did that.
Yeah, but it should be some triangular things to keep this outward. In a sense. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Inside there. Let's see. Hold that. Hold that. Okay.
Let's see what you're saying. That's where that these little bridges right there go, yeah, right?
Yeah. I don't know if it's a triangular. Yeah, let's see. Let me go and say. Okay. There we go, like. And I could just stand up in the corner. It's kind of weird, right? I don't got no pocket at the bottom. See? See, this goes across the top. For all of them to have pockets. Pocket. This got a pocket. Is that one shorter? Not really. Probably should have put the sides in first. Yeah, this one goes at the top. through the hole?
Yeah. Right there. Yeah. Okay, and this part of it. Right there.
And then I ain't find the bottom thing, so I'm thinking it just goes in that corner down there. Like in the corner. You see what I'm saying? Like pressed in the corner.
You think it go in? It don't go in the front of it, do it? What goes right? No. I see what you're saying. I got it pressed in the corner right
Yeah,
now.
and then tie that little strap thing in the middle. Yeah, that Velcro. And then we just gotta maybe stretch it out, pull it from the outside.
I think that's where the top layer, that top come on at.
Is that concrete? Once we pull the bottom out,
See, this goes up.
put these into the ground, then you'll see it stretch out from there.
Let's do that then. Let's do that first.
Yeah. You got some
Yeah, they right there. Is the hammer still out here from yesterday?
it should be over there. Wherever.
Oh man, you just been cleaning up yesterday, bro. Anybody who put that woodwork in, they ain't afraid of no work.
We've been doing this since we got here.
Paul in the building.
Can't be too far then.
I'm trying to think what was.
We was putting the steaks in. We was putting steaks in yesterday.
It ain't up under that red piece.
Nah.
I just seen it on the ground earlier. Right here. Oh, right there.
Step right over that motherfucker. Snaky with a bit.
We want to back it up a little bit. Maybe about right here.
Okay.
Pull that in. Do you see the black thing on there? Okay. Let me see. You want it in the green?
It ain't gotta be. Yeah, you good. You good.
Will it look stretched in there? Hold on. In this corner first.
This corner right here.
Yeah, this one back there.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull it. How that look?
Hold on, let me pull the other side. I just need to hold the other side while you pull that. Yeah. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy. Yep. Perfecto.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On the back piece.
Yep.
There we go.
Easy one right here. You gotta keep this one right. It's a nice tent too.
And that's how easy it is.
Huh?
Now I'm telling them that's how easy it is to throw up a tent. You know? Boom, bada boom. Easy peasy, beautiful, covered it. All right.